Hello again, friends. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And I'm back in the dance studio to teach you more basic poi dance steps. Specifically, we're going to work through something called a pas de bourree or grapevine. But before we dive into that, I want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecca, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Juggling Calling, Pyroterror Light Toys, Spin Balls, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. And special thanks to the non-business friend of the channel, Pekka Pekkonen. Thank you so very much for supporting my channel, my work, and my mission. Pas de bourrees make for a great way to get across a stage, not the least of which because they engage our feet in such a way that we always keep the same side of our body facing the audience. I'm going to show you how to do pas de bourrees and which poi tricks are the best complement to these. So let's check it out. All right, so by now a bunch of you are probably wondering what exactly is a pas de bourree. Well, a pas de bourree really is just a series of double time steps that allow you to switch which of your feet is in front. It's sometimes used as a preparation to get into something else. In French, it means step of the bourrée, which bourrée itself is an older form of French folk dance that pieces of it essentially got brought into the ballet world. Now, the version of this that I want to focus on is something that's also called a grapevine in jazz dance, and it looks something like this. We want to head far over to stage left here, and I'm going to start this off with my feet next to each other, shoulder width. I'm going to step in front of my right foot with my left foot, so I'm all crossed up here, but the front of my body is still facing downstage towards my audience. From here, I step out with my right foot, and I'm going to step behind with my left foot. So again, my upper body still facing downstage as I'm all twisted up here. And finally, I'm going to open back up with my right foot, having traveled over to stage right. I can go back to stage left by first crossing my right foot in front of my left foot, opening up, crossing my right foot behind my left foot, and then opening up once again. So the pattern you want to see here is that you're crossing in front, open, crossing behind, open. Again, crossing in front, open, crossing behind, open. Technically speaking, you could cross behind, open, cross in front, open if you really wanted to. It doesn't really matter the order that happens in, just so long as you're alternating in front, behind, as you're going back and forth across the stage. So then, what poi tricks go well with this? I tend to find that poi tricks that work well with pas de bourrees have two specific qualities in common. Number one, they're in split time, same direction. The reason for this being that as we travel across the stage, I think that split time, same direction is a great complement because it kind of just looks like a wheel rolling to that side of the stage. Number two, and this one is really important, these have to be poi moves that involve the upper body turning back and forth to go with the orientation of our body as we're taking these steps. I can think of 3 poi tricks off the top of my head that are a great fit. Those are tuck turns, crossers, and meltdowns. Okay, so I know that I said that split time, same direction works best for this, but trust me, tuck turns do work in this regard. Here's how. We start over here on stage left, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop my poi behind my shoulders like so, and as I'm going to try and pull them back out, that automatically takes my upper body over to stage right, which means it's a great opportunity for me to step towards stage right with my left foot, crossing my feet up. As the poi come out from behind my back, I can take my step out with my right foot, and as my poi are going back behind my hips, that's an excellent opportunity to bring my left foot back behind my right, specifically because it automatically turns my upper body back over to stage left. When that happens, I can bring my poi back out as I open up my legs and then do another loop behind my shoulders to stop over on stage right. If I want to go back to stage left, once again, I do a loop behind my shoulders, and as I'm taking my hands and poi back out, that automatically takes me towards stage left and means that I can do a step with my right foot in front of my left. As I open up, I can then do my beat behind my waist and step back with my right. For coming out, doing a loop behind my shoulders and coming back out to stage left. Here's what that looks like all together. I go over, I go under and back, I go over, I go under, and back. Just like that, going back and forth. All right, so now let's do the same thing with crossers. Because crossers go a little bit faster than our tuck turns do, that also means we need to be faster with our footwork. But likewise, we find cases where the body is turned over towards stage right and cases where it's turned over to stage left. Let's see what this looks like, shall we? So as I'm doing my crossers, when I'm bringing both of them over to the forward side, that's my opportunity to step out with my left foot. As I open, I want to switch back on my left foot as I switch over to the reverse side here. And then when I open back up, I'm going to want to do a pendulum or something here to switch the direction of the poi back the other way. As I go back towards stage left, I'm going to turn towards forwards with my right foot forward, open, and then immediately get my right foot behind me as I'm turning towards the poi, spinning what looks like reverse for me, and then open back up and switch the direction of the poi. It's going to look like this as I go around from side to side, like so, and like so. All right, so my final example, and probably my favorite, is the meltdown. Part of what I love so much about the meltdown is not only does it require us to turn our upper body from side to side, the pattern of it also works fantastically with a grapevine / pas de bourree. Here's how. When we start our step over to stage right, with the left foot, I can bring my right hand around behind my back and basically team it up with that left foot. I can then open up, and when I step behind with my left foot, it's now my left hand that is spinning behind my back. And when I open up, I can do a little stall and switch the direction of the poi here. As I go back the other way, as my right foot steps in front, I can bring my left hand behind me. And as I open up, I can then bring my right foot behind me with my right hand spinning behind my back and do a stall and open up. So going back and forth looks like this. I go to stage right, stall. I go to stage left, stall. I go to stage right, stall. I go to stage left, stall. Beautiful, right? So now let me show you all three examples in action. Cool, so I hope that helped to inspire those of you out there that are working on your own poi dance and gave you some great ideas. If you wouldn't mind, please shoot some videos, some of the things that you explore as a result of these ideas, and post it online. And please make sure to tag me so I can see your great work. In the meantime, please make sure to leave a like, comment below on some tricks that you would love to see work with these pas de bourrees or even other dance tricks that you'd like to see me do videos on, and make sure to share and subscribe as well to help other people find this video and to help my channel grow. This video would not be possible without my amazing Patreon supporters. In particular, I'd love to give a shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. If you dug this video and you'd like to see more like it, the best way to make that happen is to sign up to support my work over on Patreon. There's a lot of things I have to do in order to bring money in the door, and quite frankly, some of them take me away from being able to make videos. So if you want to see more high quality videos like this one, please head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactor Poi and sign up. Every little dollar helps me get closer to being able to pay rent without having to do the other stuff. So go check that out, please and thank you. And if you dug this video on Pas de Bourrees and Poi tricks, you might also dig the video that I recently did on glissades and Poi tricks. I will go ahead and leave a link to that down in the description as well as up on screen if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to get out and flow and dance yourself this weekend, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.